All right, y'all. Hopefully my service not bad. Sorry, y'all, my service cut off. Let's see what happened. I think we got most of the recording down. Where? Let's see if it's gonna work. I think we're back. We're headed to. Okay, I think we're good. Hey. Okay, I think we good. We had a little service issue. I think y'all saw a majority of what we did. We gave food out. We actually just gave the rest of the box of chips to the gentleman. I hope y'all heard her. He was talking our head off. Oh my God. Just a whole bunch of stuff till the service had went out. So he took the whole box, and also it had cereal in it, and he's going to be giving the cereal out for us. Now, we're going to be headed to the Freedom Hall. This is the last location that we're going to be showing you as far as a historical site related to Martin Luther King. That's what we wanted to show you. This place closed at 5 o'clock, so we got probably like 30 minutes to walk around, and we want to just show you a taste of Atlanta, a little bit of Atlanta while we're out here. I'm trying to kill two birds with one stone because I'll be in the house, dog. I'll be in the house like a Hebrew, minding my business. I like the house. When it's too much of this, we get the heck out and go home. But this is what I do want to say on this particular block. Y'all can't see it right now, but yet the last week we were driving down this block, and God is so amazing. I did not tell y'all what happened, but the last few lives we talked about, or I introduced y'all to some of the content that I have been highlighting over the last year or so that highlight the wrongful death of Alexis Wilson. So what I wanted to highlight to you guys, this is how God worked. There should be a post coming up, and it highlights the interaction that I had last week. I'm sorry, it highlights some of the interaction I had last week. And driving on this road, I had a lady. Let me just show you the road. And look, we're on Martin Street, driving down this road, and I hope my service didn't go back out again. Okay, I don't think so. Okay, driving down this road, basically, we met a lady had flagged me down, and that lady was like, "Oh my God, you have my friends, like my family's daughter, on your car." So basically, what ended up happening is that I have a bumper sticker of Alexis Wilson on my car. Y'all know I'm in Georgia. If y'all don't know, this incident happening out there in Dalton, out there in Chicago. So the lady saw the bumper sticker and she pulled behind me and she's like beeping her horn. And I'm like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I'm thinking my trunk was open, but it wasn't my trunk. It was her basically saying that this was her family member's daughter. How did I get this on my car?" And I told her, "Well, I've been working on the case, like just getting the information out." She was like, "Oh my God." And she called the mother of Alexis a family name. And I called Cara and I was like, "Cara, I think I met one of your friends." I said, basically told y'all what she told me, how it happened. She was like, "Who is this person?" Now, mind you, me and the lady took a picture together. And she was like, "You got the picture?" I'm like, "No, she has it." She's like, "Oh my God." I was like, "Well, if that's your family, this lady will tag us in the picture." So this post that y'all see that's coming up at 3 o'clock, it should be available now. You're gonna see is a picture of me and a beautiful lady, and she's actually a doctor out here. She is close friends to Alexis Wilson's mother. And when she saw the sticker on the back of my car, she pulled me over, was like, "Oh my God, oh my God." So this tells me too that I'm supposed to be doing what I'm supposed to do with this mother in this case. Also highlighting that before the young lady passed away that I was telling you guys about, Miss Alexis, her mother sent her out here, and she was out here in Atlanta. You know, sometimes where you just want to get your kids out of an environment because it was too much going on, and she was here. So it was like so many different connections, and that was the lady of her friends who, was keeping their eye over on Alexis, and it was just like, wow. And that street I just showed you, this street is her. She pulled me over. We were dead at the light, and like I said, when God has a plan for you, He has a plan for you. Just go with the flow. You may not understand it. It may be crazy. It may not make no sense, but he has a plan for you. So, with that goes to say, I don't go out much. So that's why I was like, I know that has to be God because it's very planned when I go out, things like that. I'm not the one that just want to go out to the club. Sometimes I want to step out and eat. It could be some random stuff, but you won't catch me in this area a lot. So this area is where I give back to, and where I live out is outside of this area. So for me to run into her or she to run into me and see that little sticker on the back of my truck, it was God sent. Okay. So, what we have to do now is continue our day. And what we're going to be doing is exposing you guys to something that you may have not been exposed to if you have not been out here in Atlanta. And that is right now we're going to be going to the Freedom Center. And this Freedom Center is dedicated to Martin Luther King Jr. As y'all know or don't know, the last couple of weeks, excluding last week, we went to two locations, historical locations connected to Martin Luther King. Y'all saw his old house. We went into the gift shop and check it out after those videos where we did our food giveaway. That's what we did. But today I had to separate the video because my services was like. So we're about 3 minutes away from the Freedom Center. We're gonna see can we find a parking spot. It's only open till 5 o'clock. We're gonna show you what it have in there, and that may be the last exhibit that we show related to Martin Luther King. But they have a lot of other stuff out here. Ooh, check it out as we show you real quick where we coming up to. Look at the face that's creeping around that pole. Martin Luther King. Right there, right there, right there. So this is his recreational center. That is not the Freedom Center, but that's where we would be headed to. You see Martin Luther King? All right. So yeah, we definitely honor him out here. Yes, yes, yes. I wonder they should have a whole Malcolm X museum. They don't have all that because they like, we don't want you to remember Malcolm X. He fought too much. He fought. We don't need a Black Panther museum. No, no, no. We ain't going to remember. Remind you, we don't need a National Haitian Museum. Hell no. They about to teach them people how to fight. We ain't doing that. Which one is Boulevard? This one? There we go. He's like, no, y'all gonna teach people how to fight. We're gonna have to chill. We're gonna show Martin Luther King. But that's cool. Well, this is nice. What is that? A little restaurant thingy? This is a restaurant? Y'all missing it a little bit. I usually have my phone up at the top, but I want to make sure that my battery don't go dead. And I want to make sure that it don't overheat. He was like, F that. You ain't going nowhere, girl. I want to say thank you for being with us, getting to know me. I bring something a little bit different to YouTube. It's not going to be conventional. Wednesdays is our vlog day, and I give back to community day. We don't just sit behind the screen and talk a little all our life. Okay, so this is the center that it is right here. They're saying it. This is the center, so we got to find a parking spot or something. We kind of right back in it, huh? Oh, we parked up that street? Oh, okay. Yeah, and then we could walk down. Yeah, probably it should be open. All right, good idea. This was the fire department that we were at the other day. This is the one we went into, guys. Y'all remember? I want to say thank you so much for being here and also being adult, guys. Y'all know what I support here, people being adult, us not being children. We could talk about people, persons. We could talk about things. I honestly, sometimes y'all say things about me, and I wish I could see y'all because I'm really good with dirty dozens. But I can't see y'all. Y'all can only see me. But I promise y'all, if y'all put a real pictures of yourself, I'll be tearing y'all new ass too. Y'all always talk about somebody's forehead. I want to talk about y'all too. Go ahead, let me see your picture. I'm just playing. I'm not. But every time I turn around, we have negativity and things like that, especially when we're doing something positive. It's so sad, but that's what we go through. Do not block the driveway 24 hours. What driveway? This is not a driveway, right? This is not a driveway. Okay. So we kind of park in the same way we parked before. We give get myself off the screen, and we're going to go down the street to the Freedom Center, okay? I think we have 31% of battery. So sorry, y'all. We're going to make it through this half an hour. I want to say thank you for being here with me, with us. You are so freaking amazing. I think I was in front of the camera a lot today, too. I mean, not the camera. Yeah, the screen. So sometimes I got to put my glasses on. Yeah, let's go down to here. Y'all want to see the houses? Here we go. These were where we was at last week. We're finishing off where we were at. You can put this in your pocket, sir? Thank you. I don't have no thing. We're going to walk down there and figure out how to get in there. So, look, I'm about to mess with my son. I ain't going to ask him no questions like, what do you think about Martin Luther King's legacy? He going to be like, Mom, you making me do this. Thank you so much, Big T. And we got some people who they say I'm pretty. We got some people who just talk about me and say my head and all types of stuff. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. I appreciate you. I weigh beauty on what people do, actually. I met some beautiful people who just ugly as all hell. And then I met some people who may not look beautiful to some, but I just love them. And I just want to touch them and hold them because they just beautiful people. Again, this is Martin Luther King's house. This is the house I told y'all. They must be doing some construction to it because they usually don't have this blocked off, as I told y'all. We're going to kind of just... Oop, they're taking a picture. We are not about to do that. Be all rude. You know that's rude. People be walking by acting like they don't see what's going on. All right, so that's where we went. Then we went to the gift shop the day after that. We just gonna slide by real quick, and then we went down to the fire station that's at the corner. So that's where we're gonna be headed to. This is to the people who've never been out here to Atlanta, haven't seen anything as far as, you know, some of this stuff is not realistic to people too. There's people who like, it's sad to say, Martin Luther King legacy don't exist to them. It's not real. But then when they come out here and see this stuff, they're like, oh my God, this really happened. Even slavery is not real to people. That's why they so harsh to us as black people. It's not real to them. They tell us to forget about it. And the more they rip down the monuments and things like that, it's going to be easy for them to keep on pushing a narrative to say, forget about it. Don't talk about that. You know, so it's so good to have this stuff because you get to relive it. And even with him, you know, I get to show my son. He, you know, at first it don't really resonate. I don't think at first with him until he see it and it impact different. It's not like he don't know what he's about to see. But the stories that we hear and then he come in and see the black and white, the old trucks, I think it hit a little different. Does that make sense? So even with y'all culture, I think this is something that all nations should do. Preserve your history. Preserve your fight. Preserve your legacy. And it's crazy because there's a van right in front of us that say legacy on the back of it. And that's the one that is in front of the historical center. So here we was at the fire department last week. If y'all remember, we went in there last week, guys. Thank you for being with us. If you haven't been to Atlanta, this is where we went. And now we're going to go into this building across the street. I think this is the Freedom Center. So there's a few things we need to see here. What? This better not be Southern Crescent Hospital. I don't think so. Y'all, I almost had a flashback. That building looked like one of the places I contracted at. Oh, it's Select. As a nurse, it's like an ICU unit. Ooh, it's terrible. Cause I just saw that there. I was like, ooh, is that Select? Ooh, I just had a heart attack, y'all. I had a heart attack. So do we go in here or we go around here? I think the entrance is around here, y'all. Look at that. What city is this? We're in Atlanta. Yes, I do apologize if I wasn't reading y'all comment. I'll pay more attention. Y'all know sometimes I'll be in the zone, but then I'll come back to y'all comment. So here is, oh, can anybody tell me what this supposed to represent again? I did forget. You know where all of the water, is this supposed to represent like the Washington Monument? Y'all remember like how Washington looked? Ooh, y'all didn't hear what I said. Ooh, one of the pools ain't full with water. We're gonna look at it. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I think this is supposed to be like a replica of the Washington Monument, where He held his speech. Now we're outside now, guys. We're gonna walk down and walk around and go into the building. This is a beautiful place. This is a place where you could sit out and do some work. Like I used to find places like this to go do work, like just go outside and get some fresh air. What is this supposed to be, y'all? Y'all remember? Is this supposed to be a replica of the Washington Monument? We're gonna be going down here to check out the tombstone that they have. This is just, huh? Yes. You got the key? I pressed it. Don't scare me. Scare like we in Atlanta. You know that, right? There we go. Look at that, y'all. I don't walk backwards. We will not be. No, we won't until justice rolls down like water and righteousness. No, we will not be satisfied. Okay, I think this is supposed to. I'm walking backwards, y'all, to show y'all this. I'm a camera lady. Excuse me. That my hands is, and I got flip flops, so I better not fall. See, that's why I used to work out and walk backwards. So we will not be satisfied until justice rolled down like water and righteousness like a mighty stream. That's what I'm talking about. Y'all know what we stand for here. Ooh, where this water come from? Oh, y'all, it's trying to mess up my shoes. My flip flops. Empathy, change, freedom, justice. You see, this is the things that we need to surround ourselves around. Show, this is what I used to do when I was in Newark, when I was in the hood. I used to go to places like this so I could get away from what I've seen in the hood all day. That's what I suggest to people who, areas that don't uplift their soul all the time. Go for a walk. Go to these parks. It does a lot. I want to step over this. What is over there? Let me just... Come on, we'll walk down the step. I'll behave. We're going to walk like ladies, but I'm not going to be jumping over stuff to get there fast. I was just about to step over the thing. I'm going to walk down. We got some time, y'all. We take our time. Take our time. Chapel of All Faith. Okay, we're going to read some of these, y'all. Oh, this says Beloved Community Principles 654. We're going to read these principles, okay? But let me just go and look at what is this. What do y'all think this is? If I ever get married, I'll come to a place like this and take some pictures, y'all. Yep, I still got hope in humanity. That there's some nice men out there that's old school. That's not modernized too much, to know how to treat women like ladies and just love them and be humble and not a lot of emotions. I love y'all. I like guys, though. I probably need a sensitive guy. How I start talking about men? This just look like, it reminds me of wedding bells, okay? I think my service went out again. Oh, no, my service didn't. I thought I saw 0 up there. I said my service. Okay, yes. Look, so this was a replica of where he had his speech. All right, record me and so I can act like I'm having a speech real quick. I'm about to play pretend. To fight for freedom. The freedom that we never received. We are free. Hello. Uh-oh. Yo, this is so like, Mike, let me get away from this, y'all. Freedom ring. Okay, y'all know I ain't got no behavior. I'll be up there. We about that. Oh, I'm getting away. I ain't got no behavior. Y'all, we got 20 minutes. Hold on. We got 20%. Now, y'all know I ain't got no behavior. Why that thing work like that? Why? That's my son. That's my son. Business partner. That's when you raise your kids good, okay? And I'm his momager. That's my son. We look alike. He like, I never know these days. He like that. Is that your boyfriend? Look, I look like an old lady. He like, yeah, he probably like them old whippersnappers. Because them young girls ain't doing nothing. No, it's not like that. Says that your boyfriend. No, Mr. Dudley, that's my son. We got 20% on this. We're going to make our way around so y'all guys can get to see. Do y'all want to read the principles that we probably need in all of our communities? Okay, let's get it. Maybe I get a better angle too, because I had people coming in and talk about your forehead. Shut up, y'all. Shut up. Let's go. Let me read this as we go on. The beloved community is a real is a the beloved community is a realistic vision of achievable society, one in which problems and conflict exist but are resolved peacefully without bitterness. Oh, I love that. And that's what I was talking about this morning. In the beloved community, caring and compassion drive political policies that support worldwide elimination of poverty, hunger, and all forms of bigotry and violence. The beloved community is a state of heart and mind, spirit, and of hope, goodwill, and transcends all boundaries and barriers. And that's what we talk about here. And y'all know that's what we talk about in all creation. At its core, the beloved community is an engage of coalitions, okay? And that's what we're doing here, building coalitions. This way of living seems a long way from the kind of world we have known, but I do believe it is a goal that can be accomplished through courage and determination and through education and training if enough people are willing to make the necessary commitment. And that's exactly how I feel. So principle 6, nonviolence, believes that the universe is one on the side of justice. I do believe in non-violence, but I do believe in taking up for yourself. Smack me, you get smacked back. That's all I'm saying. That's why I said we don't put a Malcolm X one. Everybody gonna be like, yeah! But non-violence. Okay, non-violence, choosing love instead of hate. I'm definitely with that. Y'all know how much hate that I get, and we just give love, but I do be checking people. And that's what we're going to have to do with this administration, all administrations, and a lot of things in our life that we actually have to check, too, because you remember it starts with us. Don't forget, the change don't start with the system. It starts with us. Nonviolent. This is what we actually need. We may need to highlight Martin Luther King and the importance, especially what happened with the Charlie Kirk and all of this rhetoric nonsense. Yeah, we got to highlight Martin Luther King. You know what I'm saying? Nonviolence holds that suffering can educate and transform people in society. And that is the truth, because that has transformed me. My suffering in the hood, instead of me being bitter and hateful, I transformed into love. I could have been very bitter and hateful, and I hope a lot of you guys understand that as well. Don't take what people are giving you and let it engulf you. Be your own person. Nonviolence seeks to defeat injustice, not people. Thank you. We look at the people. Oh, you believe this, this is that, and the third. We shouldn't be looking at the people. We look at the injustice. And one more thing to help you understand people and not take things personal. Don't look at the person, look at the spirit. Because sometimes it's the spirit that's making that person act like that. We're not made to be hateful and violent. It's a spirit, something they picked up. All right, let's get down to the last few concepts of nonviolence. Seeking to win friendship and understanding. Nonviolence is a way of life for courageous people, because when you nonviolent, that means you ain't scared. You ain't quit. People who ready to fight and hit, like kids, like it's because they're afraid. That's your fight or flight mechanism. When you're an intellectual and you understand your power, you understand love. You know that you don't want to hurt people. That is a higher cause behind communion and being together. Does that make sense? So when you don't have to fight, you know, I used to fight a lot, and I was not dumb at the time. I knew better. I'm like, yo, you really dumbing yourself down. You could talk out of this. You just want to be fighting and arguing. I took all of that as a child and brought that into the mind mechanics of growing myself, of understanding what society is about, doing good for people. Look at this, y'all. Y'all can see it's very sunny, but I want y'all to get a few more looks in. We didn't even get to the inside. I think we're going to only be able to do the outside today. And maybe I could come down here by myself, because I know my son ain't going to keep bothering him. But I told you that I do want to come down here by myself. And maybe I'll have a little lunch for me, and I'll talk to you guys, and we'll go in and we'll get more detail. And I have my phone charged, and it won't be after a day that I'm actually doing my seminars. That's why my battery is not charged, because I did my economic development seminar. So here's a replica of the memorial. Martin Luther King Jr. and Coretta Scott King. Blessings, y'all. How are you? So sorry. Yeah, and some more beautiful pictures. These are the people. If you can't make it to Atlanta, yeah, just got a little tour of what we get a taste of. It's beautiful. So I hope Trump don't come down here with ice and say it's bad because it's actually not. Okay, it's actually a beautiful, beautiful place. It's very eclectic. After the riots, I think what they did was take a little piece of a lot of different urban cities and bring it here to Atlanta. When I first moved to Atlanta, I was like, oh my God, this remind me of Manhattan. This remind me of Brooklyn. This remind me of this place because I've been to so many different places. And it looked like they took pieces of places and put it together out here in Atlanta. And that's why I think that's why we have a eclectic people that come here now that actually, moved here, not only because of the geographical change for finance and the Ovid for freedom, but also because of, and I'm sorry for my service going in and out. I hope not, because I see my thing are going, my numbers are going up and down. But like I said, a lot of people come here. I think it's because they get a taste of their home too. Because Atlanta did a lot of beat biting. I ain't mad at you. I love you, Atlanta. But y'all do got a good vibe in the heart here. There are some genuinely good people. So this is Freedom Hall. We're going to see how much percent I got on my battery. I got 13%. Okay, guys, we're going to go on Freedom Hall just a little while. And see, can we stay here for the next 10 minutes or so, see how long we got. And we come back out. So this is Freedom Hall, dedicated to Martin Luther King. We just saw the beautiful memorial. This is Freedom Walkway. They're going to add some more water to that pool. But this is the opposite side of what we saw. Under the law, there is no liability for injury, death, or individual entering this premises. I got to read stuff like, what I got going on. That was that COVID thing where it was like, we don't care if you wear a mask. Thank you, sir. All right. So we just going to look at a few things. When we first get in here, y'all, it's a gift shop. So we'll probably try to get that on the way out. But let's just go in real quick and look. Get a little taste of Atlanta, y'all. Remember, look at that. This is beautiful. Struggling is a never-ending process, and it is. You guys understand that. I'm gonna try to move towards this, like kind of just glide through y'all, because I know I don't have a lot of battery, but I did wanted to show y'all the inside of Freedom Hall. Right, it's so much more to see here, y'all. We won't be able to see everything. We just getting in. They have a second floor exhibit. I think they have an exhibit down here as well. Yolanda Denise King. Shout out to our beautiful musicians, the ones who made changes for us. They have a theater here too, so they have shows here as well. So, sorry about this. How are you? Is there anything else down there? Is there zippers down there? We can walk down there? I haven't been here.
The only thing down there is the elevator, and that's it. Everything is upstairs.
Okay.
So you have Rosa Parks right above us.
Okay.
And then you have Martin Luther King and Gandhi down the hallway.
Okay.
Upstairs.
Okay, cool. All right, y'all. We got 10 more percent. When I get to 5%, we're going to sign off. But we're going to go upstairs and just look at the Martin Luther King thing a little bit. He said we have Rosa Parks, Mahatma Gandhi, and Martin Luther King exhibits up here. And the people who love freedom of speech, unity, this is where we're at. We're trying to get a sense of peace in society. you know, of love. We're going to show you much more. As you know, I have a shirt like this, and this is actually part of our logo of Uncensored Enlightenment Talk, where you see the crowd of people protesting and the chains breaking off, and that's where I got it from. We're free-ish while we still have one chain on us, and they try to lock the other chain on everyone. I hope you guys are able to see these beautiful exhibits. All right, y'all. So this is where we're gonna stop. All right, y'all. I'm just giving y'all a taste of Atlanta. Let me know what y'all think about this. I'm gonna be coming down here in the next week or so by myself, and we're gonna be finishing looking at all of these exhibits. I'm gonna do my grown lady thing, and I'm gonna just give you a taste of Atlanta. That was just the first stop of this particular place, Freedom Hall. And there's so much more to show you, and I know I don't have the time, but I want to be able to give you more. So I want to say love and blessings to everyone who have joined me, everyone who have getting to know me. Thank you for giving me the chance. I want to say thank you for just stopping by. Thank you for wanting to be filled up with the light of love. As you see, when we walked up the steps, we have all different nationalities here. And the gentleman who you just saw, was looking at the chains, because we're all in chains some way, somehow. In some part of our life, we're trying to break free. So I want to say I love you guys. Thank you for being here. And I'm going to get off before my phone hang up. Many blessings to you guys, and I'll see y'all tomorrow morning. We have a great topic to talk about. And it goes right with this, how they're trying to take our First Amendment rights again. We're going to do a part 2 to that. Mark, have a great, great Wednesday. Huh? Okay. Thank you. All right. Thank you. All right, y'all.